you'd be amazed. There are three basic body types. And look at you. You are a T-type.
What's that?
A T-type. A T-type is a person with shoulders with broader shoulders, and their shoulders are typically consistent with their hips.
Okay.
All right. As opposed, and they're balanced. Their upper and lower bodies generally balanced. As opposed to an apple type.
Okay. An
apple type, that's a person with they have a lot of upper body, you know, and very small lower bodies.
Right.
Okay. Now believe it or not, you have a lot of T-types that become apple types as a result of dietary behaviors.
Too much weight.
Exactly. And as a result, they tend to hold a lot of that excess body fat in the upper body.
Okay.
Then, of course, there's your pear type.
Right.
And of course, your pear type are those who generally have smaller upper bodies, but they have big hips and big legs and that sort of thing. And so you have to approach and I've totally transformed plenty of people like that. That's my area. That's my specialty.
Yeah,
and so the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, you'd be amazed at those who were originally T-types. You remember you were 21. You know, you can eat anything you wanted. You know what I mean? You didn't gain. That's right. Didn't gain an ounce. But you know, you have a child or something, and the metabolism slows down. Chemicals are, you know, moving around a little differently in the body. The hormones are a little different. And as a result, you know, there's weight gain and things of that nature. And then there's certain behaviors, you know. But the bottom line is these things can be reversed.
Absolutely. I mean, I think you can hold yourself as an example.
Exactly. Yes.
As
Indeed.
an example.
Indeed.
Where'd your waistline go from what to?
Well, from a 43 to a 30.
My God.
To you know, and you know what? Believe it or not, I was a small fat guy. I weighed 175 pounds, but I had a 43, 44-inch waist.
This is a skinny fat concept.
Yeah, skinny fat concept. When I walked into the Diamond Gym, they would look at me and say, "Hey, Rev." They would look at my face. They would look at my gut. Oh, God. Because, you know, I mean, you know, it was pathetic. But I went from a 176 pound diabetic with a big giant gut that made me look as though I was 12 months pregnant.
Whoa. That baby was coming.
Yeah, that baby was coming. That baby was past due. into a champion bodybuilder at 205 pounds with a 30-inch waist.
See, this is the other thing. I think people get hung up on these weight numbers.
Yeah.
But what does the weight mean?
Yeah.
You weighed less.
Exactly. Right. It was solid muscle. Right. I used to have bony legs. Okay. Now I have nice legs.
There you go.
You'll see the picture.
There you go.
You know?
Build them up.
Exactly.
You can change these things.
Exactly. I moved about 32 pounds from my core. Yeah. And the weight went to my lower body. Okay. You know, and of course my core got a lot smaller. You know, the chest, the back, everything got a lot bigger. Right. You know, but I literally became what I knew I could be.